Hello, welcome. This is Lightfoot and Marty's adventure on the river landings here in Georgetown County. The concept of what we're trying to get accomplished here is to go to each and all the landings here in Georgetown County. We're at the pumping station right now. We're going to show you a little bit about that, and I'm going to put a map up for you to view in just a few minutes. It'll show you the locations of each landing we visited today. But our goal is to take some footage of the river access, boat ramps, and the acreage used while maintaining these landings, and see if we can come up with some kind of, generate some ideas of how to establish some kind of camping areas or places, or maybe even a resort for camping, swimming, and fishing here in Georgetown County for Georgetown County residents, instead of us all having to venture to the beach to camp. We should be able to do that right here in our very own county. But like I said, we're going to venture around. I'm going to show you a map of different areas that we visited. We're at pumping station right now. This is our first stop, our first visit. So stay tuned. Okay, like I said, Marty and I are here at the pumping station here in Georgetown County. As you can see behind me here, a wide area of space. The old pump, these pump water right there, and we're going to show you the docking area in a few minutes and the river access. But over here, I want to show you, here's a good spot for camping area. Now granted, I don't know who owns this land or whether Georgetown County maintains all this land, but you can see there's a wide area here to be used for camping. And we have additional spot here. It looks like it's made for parking right now, but it could also be used for a couple of camps. Anyway, we're going to venture down to the water and show you the docking area and the water access, the river access. And I'm not a good speaker, so y'all bear with me as I try to get all this information out to the public. But like I said, this is the docking area. You can see it's a nice area, you know, boat ramp, river access. Now, over to my right, over here, which would be your left, we have a swampy area. Now, I understand the environmental impact about keeping our swamps and our lowlands. But I also understand there's a program that swamps can be swapped out for other swamps, you know, make other swamps. So, have all this area. I don't know who owns the land, whether Georgetown County or the state owns it or whether it's privately owned. I don't know. But the idea could be is to clear this out, fill it in, minding that another swamp area is dug somewhere else to replace what's lost here. Because, you know, we got to keep the environment in our minds here. We don't want to take away from nature unless we replace it. So we can clear this out, fill it in, make a good camping spot here, a huge camping spot, and gain more river access for swimming. You know, it'll be away from the boats and such as that. You know, this is just ideas that maybe can be considered. Now, I don't know, maybe Georgetown County has land somewhere else or can purchase land. Maybe a donation can be established for all the residents of Georgetown County to make donations into purchasing river land or land on the river for such as a camping resort, which I wouldn't mind donating here and there. You know, I got grandchildren coming up, and I enjoyed, when I was younger, I enjoyed camping on the rivers. We were allowed to back then, and I would like my grandchildren to be able to enjoy such as that. So maybe in the future, we can establish some kind of camping resort or some kind of different places in order to camp with our families without having to venture outside of our county. Anyway, again, let's take a look at the river. The beautiful river. This is Black River, and the dock and the boat ramping up. And we're going to head to our next landing, which I believe will be Greens Creek. Follow us. Welcome back. Marty and I just found our way down here to Greens Creek landing. We're still in the, we're right close on the outskirts of Andrews, South Carolina. But you can see over here, we had the boat landing here at Greens Creek. The water's real low right now, but it's usually higher than this. I haven't seen it this low in a long time. But it's a good fishing area. If you want to catch some fish, Greens Creek is a good place to go fishing. Okay, and over here behind me, we have the parking area, a large parking area. And we're going to go further down and look at some more of the river access point of this of Greens Creek here. And we'll talk more in just a second. Okay, here you can see we have a large swath of a path here to the creek's access. Now this creek runs all the way down and meets the Black River. I don't know exactly how far. I estimate probably about 5 or 6 bends till you reach the river. But we see over here, down this path here, is where I used to be able to camp a while back. But Georgetown County's got it where nobody can camp now. But when I was younger, I used to camp right in that area right there, and had a good time camping with the, you know, my kids are younger. And I have all of this land here. Again, I don't know who owns this land, or whether it's state, whether it's county, or whether it's privately owned. But there's a lot of land here. If it can be utilized to make into a camping area. Now, I don't know, I wouldn't particularly advocate swimming here in Greens Creek. But as far as camping and fishing, it's an ideal spot. So we're going to leave here and we're going to venture off. I think our next stop will be Red's Landing in West Andrews. So y'all follow us and continue on with our adventure, our documentary. And like I said, we're trying to just establish ideas of how we may create camping resort or camping places and spots and areas for the Georgetown County Parks and Recreation to consider as well, because we would have to be going through them as far as I can understand. But we can get this done if we stick together and sign the petition that we have online. It's called the Campers Camping Headquarters. There's a petition there, petitioning the Georgetown County Parks and Recreation to try to set up an area for camping for Georgetown County residents. Well, we finally made it to Red's Landing here in Andrews, South Carolina, West Andrews, South Carolina. As you can see, big parking spot here, and we have a lot of people fishing in this landing here. This is also Black River. Used to be at a pumping station too as well. And we're going to go down and look at the boat landing and the river access, and maybe take a scout of the land. You can see back behind me, there's a lot of land here. Look, it's probably more or less, more than probably privately owned. But then again, we go to the right here, and we still have a lot of wooded area here to the right of the landing. We don't know whether county runs this. I know I keep saying this over and over again. We don't know how much the county owns or how much the county leases or what the state owns or what. What we're just doing is establishing ideas. That's what we're doing. We're going to go down to the river point and look at the landing and the water access right now. Okay, like I said, here's the boat landing, river access. It's a beautiful place here, this spot here in the river. It's so beautiful I can't even hardly talk right now. This is a beautiful spot. I've always enjoyed it. And you can see the bridge over here. So this would be a good access, but a lot of parking spot, and like I said, it's probably more or less privately owned property surrounding the area, so I don't know if it'd be a good idea for camping or not, unless maybe some of the property can be purchased or leased or something like that there, or a category in that nature. But a lot of people come here fishing because it's right close to the city of Andrews, so a lot of people find it easier to come here to fish. Anyway, we just wanted to show you all the different landings. As far as thinking of the distance would be a greater distance for city and county to venture out to as far as camping and such as that. But we'll talk with you a little bit. Welcome to Pine Tree Landing. We're on the west side of Andrews, South Carolina. I'll tell you a little bit about this spot here. As you can see, you have a little opening. You see the lake here at Pine Tree. But this is a nice spot here. We're going to show you over here in a minute the river access. Like I said, here we have the river access, the boat ramp, and we have the pier. You can see some people already enjoying the day of fishing. This is a pretty area. You leave this way and go to the river, access to the main river of Black River. And we're going to walk at the end of the pier in a minute, or try to get close enough so I can show you a whole lake area if possible. But I don't want to disturb them fishing right now. But you can see over here, there's a lot of land. And I'm pretty sure that this is privately owned. But again, we can maybe talk about leasing and such this. And we had the parking area in the back here. And if the cameraman Marty would zoom in, you can also tell, I don't know if you can see through the tree or not, but you can also tell there's bathrooms already on this landing. But this is a beautiful site, a beautiful spot. And we have swampy area over here. And then again, we can maybe talk about transferring swamp areas for another swamp area such as that. But somehow or another, we can hopefully get enough ideas to figure out how we can establish camping sites or a camping resort along the Black River. Now, I know like I said earlier, I enjoyed it when I was a child, and I want my grandchildren to enjoy camping as well here in Georgetown on the Black River. So we're going to venture here. We'll leave here. We're going to venture down to the P House, which is a little further down the road here. So y'all keep on following us and stay tuned. Okay, here again we're at the P House landing here in West Andrews. This is by so far the largest landing in the area that we've been to. You can see we have picnic tables set up. We're going to walk this way here in a few minutes, and I'm going to show you where the old P House landing used to be before we go to the new landing area. Alright, follow me. Okay, like I was saying, this is the old landing, the old P House landing. You can see down here the access to the river. All this can be cleaned out for a swimming area. That's an idea. Like I said, we're just generating ideas today. That's all we're doing. This could all be cleared out for a nice swimming area right in here. Now we're going to go to the new landing. Okay, here we're at the new landing they had built here at P House. You can see the boat ramp there, the boat landing here, the river access. Beautiful spot. Just a couple of years ago, me and the wife got in my boat and we camped out on the other side over there on my boat. But as you can see, we turn all the way around. You see the huge parking lot. I have a huge parking area. Now, every time I've been down here, I've only seen a handful of cars parked here at a time. But yet, you had this huge parking area. So I'm thinking that some of this area could be used for camping and stuff like that. Anyway, this is P House.